Welcome to this edition of Designing Spaces, where we're designing spaces just for you, creating buildings that are healthy, comfortable, and sustainable. Design ideas for the whole home. What you need to know about the latest in home generators. Decorating with style. Landscaping that adds value to your home. How to choose the right mattress. Plus, lots more. Let's go. When you look around your home, are you inspired by what you see? You will be now. It's design time. Meet Paula Grafstein, president of Courtside Market, with wall and home decor handcrafted and made in the USA.
We manufacture art domestically here in the United States, and we sell to various stores, national retailers throughout the United States and into Canada. And we also sell direct to consumer certain parts of our line.
Wall art is one of their specialties. Eileen should know. She's been part of the family before Courtside Market was founded in 2010.
Wall art is a great extension to your home decor. It can change a room and a mood in a moment, and it always can be updated. We strive for the best for our customer and for the latest trends.
They make it simple to make it beautiful. This is their impressive gallery wall collection. Their art and design ideas aren't just for the walls, though. They can be used throughout the home, both indoors and out. These handcrafted soy wax candles, for example, are infused with essential oils.
In-room decor, our artwork covers for every single room in the house. From your child's nursery, to your den, to your office, we meet all needs.
They also have a full line of seasonal and holiday items.
We have designed a new line of porch signs, and we bring in beautiful imagery, whether it's for seasonal, for spring, or for fall, or for winter, as well as holiday-oriented imagery. So if it's Merry Christmas, or Happy Hanukkah, or Happy St. Patrick's Day, or Happy Mother's Day, Happy Father's Day, we have it all.
Their products make great gifts, and they can be personalized. They blend their imagery with personalization for events, milestones, or that special someone. The Courtside Market team prides itself on bringing beautifully handcrafted decor products to market. They're focused on creating decor to assist anyone in transforming their room, home, office, or any other space simply and in minutes. For more information about Courtside Market's design services and products, visit courtsidemarket.com or major national retailers online. And of course, visit us at designingspaces.tv. Did you know that creating buildings that are more sustainable, energy efficient, and accessible can positively impact operational costs, the environment, and your health and comfort? Here's how it works and some considerations for your next project.
My name is Lois Arena. I'm the Director of Passive House Services at Stephen Winter Associates, and our firm is basically a consulting firm, and we deal with everything in buildings having to do with making them better and more sustainable. Everything from accessibility consulting to green building standards to really high-performing, low-energy buildings. Stephen Winter works on all types of buildings, everything from low-rise residential to high-rise multifamily and commercial buildings. We work for builders, developers, universities, and government officials. And we take a really holistic approach. If we're involved at the beginning, we can help really hone in on the best cost-effective exercises for the project, and then we can follow it through all the way through construction and commissioning.
They create what they like to call high-performance buildings.
A high-performance building is one that performs well for both its current occupants as well as future occupants. It doesn't necessarily mean complex or expensive systems. It's just a low-carbon building that doesn't emit to the environment. It is a safe and healthy building for its occupants, and it's a future-proofed building that is resilient to future climate catastrophes. 70% of greenhouse gas emissions in New York City are due to buildings, so there's obviously an urgent need to reduce the emissions from that sector, and New York City is not unique to that. A lot of cities are analyzing this and coming out with building emissions caps for their buildings. Electrification, switching from fossil fuels to do things like heat and create cooking appliances in your buildings, as well as tapping into a clean grid to power your buildings. Currently, we have a lot of pilot case studies that are around electrifying domestic hot water usage. Domestic hot water usage is traditionally provided through fossil fuels, particularly in the New York City area. So we're trying to figure out a way to implement energy efficient heat pumps in buildings that produce domestic hot water.
Accessibility is also a critical component.
I started in the construction industry at 15 years old, and I was a special education teacher at 20, and I worked in a high school, and I worked with children that had developmental disabilities. So I worked in this very giant school and always saw these kids kind of moving through the spaces with that lens of construction. And I always thought, this building can be better, that can better serve them. I decided to go back to school to be an architect and, kind of fell into this field, which is, accessibility consulting, where I can kind of blend all these things together. Now I look at buildings and I always think back to these kids who are in wheelchairs or in walkers, and I say, these kids grew up and they have to live somewhere. And I always make sure that everything will work with them in my mind. I always keep them in my mind and make sure everything will work for them. So that's where I'm coming from.
We've been around for over 50 years and have been evolving with programs and helping them evolve as we go. We've been involved with setting standards for code. We've been involved with helping incentive programs grow. We've been helping LEED and other sustainability programs evolve as well.
That's right. 2022 will mark the company's 50th year in business, making them one of the longest-standing consulting firms in the industry. No wonder they're considered a leader in sustainability, energy efficiency, and accessibility for buildings. They helped shape the industry.
So if you are a homeowner looking for a building or an apartment, what we recommend to keep an eye out for is a LEED plaque or a well-certified building, things that have a basis for energy efficiency and a healthy home and a safe home for you.
For more information about Stephen Winter Associates, visit swinter.com. And of course, visit us at designingspaces.tv. When your home is ready for a new look, you'd probably love to work with an interior designer. But you don't think it's affordable, right? Wrong. Watch this.
Hi, I'm Susan Corvo. I'm the owner of Corvo Redesign, and I use the word redesign because I think people need to start with what they love and have and incorporate it into their design project. I think things that you've collected over the years on trips or mementos, things from your grandparents or parents, are great to incorporate into your home so that you can say, I love my home and it's my personal style. When I do a consultation with a client, I really start with a time where I talk to them about what their project scope is and their budget, but what I talk about is, how do you live in your home? What's important to you? It's got to be form, it's got to be function, and it's got to be beautiful.
Hiring an interior designer is not just for the rich. Susan has a unique way of creating beautiful homes on any budget.
So I think a beautiful home doesn't need to be expensive. I think it can be affordable for a lot of people. And a lot of times it's by redesigning, using what you have, moving it around. Most of the time people have their furniture in the wrong place. The TV is way up there and the couch is far back in the room. It needs to be so that it's comfortable and functional, and moving things around. I usually steal things from another room. I usually will go in and be like, wow, those are great pillows. Let's put those in the family room. Or that's a great coffee table. Let's move that. So what I do is I start with asking what needs to be done, and I have a lot of different options, from a Just Ask Susan hourly service to a full service design where I do everything, to a design plan where they can actually then implement everything themselves. So there's really an affordable budget for everybody.
So let's start in the main living area.
In the main living room, whether it be your formal living room, and usually people don't have that anymore, so it's the TV room. Obviously, you need to have a place for the TV. And there's always a focal point, and it's not the TV. As much as people say, oh, the TV is your focal point, it's not. But you really want to have conversation area and good space to actually view the television. You also need to think about your coffee table. So, having an ottoman as a coffee table is great to rest your feet, not great to put your coffee on. So do you have kids? Do you have animals? All of those things need to be taken into consideration. With children, I don't do lamps or floor lamps. lamps. With animals, I make sure it's a durable fabric or something they can't eat. And then you always want to consider your carpet. And when you put an area rug in a room, the front feet of all the furniture actually need to be on the carpet. So when in doubt, always go larger with your area rug.
What about the kitchen?
You might have really nice wood cabinets, and instead of just starting over, which is expensive, think about the idea of redesigning, remodeling, maybe repainting, refinishing, maybe even new doors on those cabinets. Putting on new hardware, new hinges, soft close hinges can make all the difference in the world. Sometimes it's just a new counter and backsplash and then a sprucing up the rest, and you still have a beautiful kitchen. When I'm remodeling a kitchen or even redesigning a kitchen, I find out what people have hidden in the basement because they didn't have storage for it.
Everyone wants a beautiful master bedroom, one that feels like a sanctuary. How can they achieve that?
Master bedrooms are really important because they're where you find your peace, tranquility, and a great night's sleep. One of the most important things is to keep your colors very soothing. And that means your walls are soothing colors, your bedding is soothing colors. You can make so many little changes. Even an upholstered bed can add a beautiful luxury to the room and make it feel great, but affordable. You can buy great bedding anywhere. You can put pillows and throws and accessories to make it warm and welcoming. You just gotta remember soothing, blues, light greens, something that's gonna offer you peace and tranquility so you can go to sleep at night.
As you can see, you don't have to do the whole house at once. Start with a plan and do what you can with what your time and budget allow.
When you're starting a design project in your house, it's going to happen. You're going to redesign or redecorate one room. It's going to lead to the next. So have a whole plan in mind for the entire house that you can do over time. One of the things I do is a design plan for every room of the house that can be implemented by the customer on their own, but it really brings in a cohesive design throughout. I love when I get to teach my clients how to put it all together so that they can actually create a room and every day walk in and say, I love my room, I love coming home every day.
Want to know more about Susan Corvo Redesign? Visit susancorvo.com or designingspaces.tv. Let's face it, power outages can interfere with everyday life. Thankfully, home generators can save the day. Here's what you need to know.
Generators are becoming more and more popular these days because up to 50% of our U.S. grid is at least 40 to 50 years old. And weather patterns are getting worse and more severe. Storms are getting more severe. And you combine those two, it equals a need for reliable standby power. Our generators are different because they come on automatically when the power goes out. As soon as you lose utility supply, the generator will start up, transfer automatically, and energize your home without you having to do anything.
Cannondale has installed and serviced over 6,000 generators, and it's all they do.
We have no side business. We're not electricians or a fuel oil supplier. We are strictly a generator company. It's all we do, it's all we know, and it's all we focus on. A generator is not an item that you can just purchase off the shelf like a regular appliance. You need a competent installer, a licensed electrician, a licensed plumber. So it's more like a minor home construction project than simply an appliance purchase. A typical installation such as this is a Generac air-cooled automatic generator. It's the most popular generator we sell, and it's the most common one that most homeowners will go with. It runs on propane in this case, although some will also run on natural gas from the street if it's available. And again, it's designed to sit outside, constantly monitoring the street voltage and to come on whenever it's needed.
Losing power means more than just going without lights. In some cases, it can even affect your health.
If you have an elderly person on oxygen, if you have things such as power stairs or power beds or any kind of medical needs, it can be a life and death issue if you're out of power for an extended amount of time. Some of the other things we have to worry about when you lose power would be no longer able to work from home, no longer able to do remote learning. No longer able to charge your cell phones, so you can become disconnected during an outage and it can be dangerous. The automatic standby generators that we provide will come on within 1 minute of losing power. The homeowner doesn't actually have to do anything other than wait for their power to come back on from their generator. And this is important because in the middle of a storm, you might not want to be outside in the rain plugging in a portable generator and dealing with that. Just being able to roll over and go back to sleep is really nice. The automatic portion of a generator can be important because you may not even be home when the power goes out. So how can you protect your basement from flooding? How can you protect your food from spoiling without an automatic standby generator? If you were away, you would have no other option.
Ready to make the move? It's important to plan ahead.
Talk with your family about what you'd like to protect during an outage and schedule a consultation with a professional installation crew. The installation of a generator does require permits and town approvals. So when you start, your supplier will reach out to your town to approve the location, to file the necessary permits, and arrange for the necessary inspections. Besides the generator that sits outside your home, a critical part of the installation is the automatic transfer switch, which is usually located in the basement or perhaps outside at your electrical meter. This piece of equipment disconnects you from the utility and automatically sends the generator energy into the house. It's critical because both safety and it's what actually connects your home to your generator and gets you running on generator power.
With ever-changing weather patterns and the age of our infrastructure, there's never been a better time to invest in a Cannondale generator.
Looking forward, the future of generators are going to be integrating more with electronic vehicles, as well as solar panels and battery backup. As we look to a clean energy future, there's a space for generators to provide an integral portion of clean energy as being a trio of solar power, battery, and generator. The time to think about a generator is before the big storm. So plan ahead, talk to your family, and get an idea of what you need before the hurricane is on its way.
Want to know more? Visit CannondaleGenerators.com and visit us at designingspaces.tv. If you're like most people, you spend about a third of each day in bed, and studies show that people who get 7 hours of sleep are less likely to get sick than those who sleep only 5 or 6. Do you know what that means? Having the right mattress is important for your health and well-being. Watch this.
So Chevrolet Mattress Factory has been located in Union County, New Jersey for almost 50 years. So I've been in the industry since I was 13, and I've seen just about everything. And a lot of these larger manufacturers have decided that there's a one mattress fits all, which isn't accurate. There's different body types, different weights, different ailments, and all of that has to be considered when selecting the perfect mattress.
That's why they manufacture several different types of mattresses.
We've got our traditional innerspring mattresses, which are flippable, kind of like the ones we all grew up on. We've got our hybrids, which is a combination of innerspring and latex. We then have our Nirvana collection, which is a springless mattress, latex and foam. And then we have our organic mattress.
Every mattress that we make here can be adjusted to put on an adjustable base, which is a really nice feature because people seem to enjoy the benefits of having an adjustable base more now than ever.
As far as price points, we've got things in every price range, so we can suit all needs.
Every shovel-in mattress is custom built right here behind the showroom.
And we're not an assembly line, so everything is built custom to each customer's need. One of the things we like to do here is give tours. We've had customers come in and watch their mattress be built. We've also brought in groups like the Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts, and we give them a little badge, the factory tour badge, and they get a kick out of it. Not too many people see the behind the scenes.
We take a lot of pride in using materials that are made in the USA. In fact, we source most of our materials as locally as we possibly can, many of them within the tri-state area. And a lot of those are also small businesses, small family businesses just like us, so we like that.
If I'm putting my name on the bed, it's got to hold up, it's got to be quality, it's got to be what the customers want.
All of the foam that we use here is CertiPure US certified, which means that you'll find that it's free of flame retardants, ozone depleters, heavy metals, formaldehydes, and it's also low in VOC emissions, which means you're not going to find it has that funky smell that sometimes comes along with foam, so it's a little extra peace of mind.
They look at a mattress as an investment in their client's health and wellness.
So many good things happen while we sleep. We heal, we recover from workouts, we take the things that we learn during the day and store them into long-term memory, and all that stuff is important. So it's important that we get the kind of deep sleep that's required, and a mattress is going to be really, really helpful for that, to make sure that you're comfortable and you get to sleep well enough through the night so that you're getting all that good restorative sleep that you need.
What's great about being a factory direct is that if somebody is not completely comfortable, we have the ability to pick it up, bring it back in, make an adjustment, make it firmer or softer, and be sure that they're sleeping comfortably. Our refund rate is less than 1%, whereas the industry standard is approximately 17%.
So how do you know it's time for your new mattress?
So you know it's time to change your mattress if you're waking up and your lower back's bothering you and it takes about 20-30 minutes to kind of loosen up. Also, just visually looking at the mattress, if you see any body impressions, clearly it's time to replace it.
We feel really lucky to be able to do what we do. Every mattress that we make is handcrafted specifically for each individual customer, and we feel like that allows us to make an impact in their lives and their health and wellness.
Want to know more about Shovelin Mattress Factory? Visit shovelinmattress.com or designingspaces.tv. This is the work of Magic Landscaping. They've been beautifying areas around New Jersey for almost 50 years. Owner Drew Shepard started working in this field when he was only 11 years old.
Magic Landscaping is a full-service landscape design build company. We take pride in designing properties, fixing properties that are broken. We provide planting, hardscaping, as well as grounds maintenance services, including snow removal in the wintertime. We assess the entire property. We assess the design of what's existing, figure out what we need to fix. We also assess the plantings, whether or not they're the appropriate size, shape, whether or not they're blocking architectural elements. And we come back to our client with a full solution that makes sense for their property.
My experiences with Magic Landscaping, we go back at least 25 years to another house that we had built, and Drew and his team did the design and installation of our plants, and we've continued our relationship to this home, and we've just had a great relationship for all these years.
The best way to take care of your property, your investment, is to hire a company that is well versed in the maintenance of the plant material that you have and how to properly care for it horticulturally correctly and seasonally.
They have a unique perspective and approach on every job.
Specifically on this project, there's a transformer that sits in the front of this lawn that you don't know when you drive by. But when I got here, it was sitting there. And what I was trying to create was a very calm, surreal feel for this home. And the idea of putting a circle of boxwoods around this transformer didn't fly for me. I had a conference with the client. We decided to bring in several truckloads of dirt to actually artificially raise the grade and basically countersink this transformer and build a wall around it and put appropriate drainage in it so that anyone coming to the property would never know that it was there.
Here's another unique example.
Great thing about Drew is he has great ideas. Sometimes we don't always agree. He pushes back. We have a very large wall, a retaining wall, that he insisted be covered with stone that's around here, river stone. We were a little skeptical, not so sure, but he was insistent upon it to the point where he said if we didn't like it, he would pay for it. We said, okay. We love the wall. It is absolutely gorgeous, and he definitely made the right call.
Drew and his team can help you make the right decisions when it comes to what works best where. And this leads to magical masterpieces.
One of the most important factors in a beautifully designed landscape is not just how it is seen, but as how it feels. And that ties in hardscaping with softscaping. So respecting architectural cues from the house, making sure that you respect perpendicular and parallel lines and are tying into the structure. That's important for basic hardscaping design. Materials that flow with the house, that complement the house.
And as a design and build firm, they can beautify your pool or backyard area to make it more inviting and make it more like a staycation destination.
We just love being outdoors. It makes everyone so happy in the summer. In the winter, we're out in the snow around here and sledding and just enjoying that. Also, the fall, seeing the beautiful colors of the fall.
And a lot of that is rooted in traditional design, basic design, to make sure that when we're done with this project, not only looks beautiful today, but it looks beautiful 20 years from today.
So get outside, enjoy the fresh air and the beauty that is around you.
Like what you see? Who wouldn't? Visit magiclandscapinginc.com to find out more. And of course, visit us at designingspaces.tv. information on anything you've seen on today's show, or to be a part of the show, go to our website, designingspaces.tv.